Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for some more Victoria 3. I'm your host, Kilvin, where I think we need to make amble. I don't think the British will get involved. It's fine. Probably. Yeah. See, this is more what I thought. I realize that the little +1 thing, it doesn't seem to properly account for all the neutrality that it should. So, you guys are fearful and likely to just kind of back down. I'm debating if I want to add in the extra state from them. How much is it? Yeah, another 22. Like, I'll throw on humiliation. Yeah, there we are. Just so that way they would immediately back down. We win the war without firing a shot. Like I said, I kind of want to try and complete my pseudo-encirclement here and head towards Bengal. Incorporate that while we're here. There's another one here, 5.8. Gunner per. Good. This one's 22 in for me. Yeah. We'll see. Alright. But yeah, no, it's good to get our foothold in another state so we can start the incorporation. We have another bombing coming up. The Anarchists will soon murder somebody. As they do. Those darned Anarchists. Alright, if we keep reprising them, they will try and murder the monarch, which has some effects. I don't think they can succeed, though. I don't think they can murder the monarch, you know? At least I've never had them actually manage to succeed, you know? But you never know. Alright. We're getting on to laissez-faire, which is not too bad. It looks like it's actually going to succeed, too. Like, we have 46% since we've got the National Liberals on our side now. Unfortunately, the National Liberals have become a little too strong, and I'm unhappy with this state of affairs. And I want to find a way to weaken them. Okay, they have plus 60% now from gaining support. So probably once that wears off, yeah, in 24 months, they will chill. If an interest group is over 30, it makes swaying them really hard, because you only get 30 per phase, so I can't sway them in the first thing. So that's good. I'm glad they're weakening. The next target. The bureaucratic interests. The reactionary center. Ideology moderate. Ooh. Go for it. There's no one on this list that I need to particularly have eliminated. Alright. I think they already have the powerful state ideology, or... Yeah. They're already pissed about it. So, what is my current political rigidity? 68. I can afford to have it drop by 10. You know? And I will. Because if we make the cycle of violence go further, it's going to be a problem. Now, unfortunately, Nah. 22. Anarchists marginalized and they're doing extension. Otherwise, the ruler will die and will be forced to crack down. Ah. Okay. So they actually answer that question. I've never seen them succeed. I didn't realize they actually could. And there you go. It turns out. Okay. Perfect coalition. All's well. Is it election time? Kindly burn this letter. Goddamn. Immediately, the Liberal Party has a scandal. The Liberal Party is only the national or the market liberals, though. So apparently, everyone else has bailed from the party. So make of that what you will. Yeah, let's relax a bit. Okay, so we did get to the next phase, so we need to sway somebody or some group to our side. The Conservatives are possible. No, they're not. Ideally, the people we sway are those that, yeah. Approval. Yeah. Oh no, we have 52, 53%. Okay, that's good. Yeah, -1. They're very happy with me. Alright. Laissez-faire is progressive voting, and it is looking like it's going to get through. Alright. I kind of want to bail on this. Nah, it should be fine. I'm just worried that there will end up being a lot of foreign investment. I recognize that in time I will likely be able to switch back to interventionism and clean that up, but I kind of need to focus on economic growth right now. You know? Growth at any cost, and we'll clean up the mess later. Oh good, we got messenger pigeons. Can I please get general staff? Pretty please? With sugar on top? Yes, thank God. Okay. That's helpful. We continue to get every tech that isn't related to railroads, unfortunately. But that's not a huge shock. Start heading towards that as quick as we can. But surely God wants the Liberal Party to win. I am trying to weaken the Conservative stranglehold where I can. It's not easy. I like that I've upgraded to the 1.9.7 beta branch, so it looks like there's some additional texts that are failing to appear correctly now, which isn't a huge shock. I'm sure that'll get fixed up pretty soon. Alright. But yeah. We seem like we've got enough here. I kind of want to go through and perform nationalization before this vote goes through. And nationalize anything I can from the foreign holders. You know? So let's do so. Own, not seek. Yeah. Seek privately owned. Oh yeah, I don't want that. Don't do that. Just nationalize the foreign holdings. It's only 8 million. So yeah, that's actually really good. These are the last ones that I might want to nationalize. But I don't think I actually have the credit to, so it should be fine. We'll be alright. And so we now have laissez-faire. Yeah, suddenly we now have 72,000 from reinvestment. And yeah, with everything now up for sale, they're just going to take some buying. I'm a little bit concerned about my overall balance, but we'll see. Alright. Let's keep putting along here. It doesn't look like anyone else is going to join him. That's kind of expected. Now, Bengal, last I checked, is kind of a failed state. Maybe it started to recover. It looks like it has. Which, you know, good for it. Alright, we lost another 5 political rigidity in the election. Great Britain is damaging relations, because of course they are. Alright. But yeah, I'm a little worried that we just don't have the economic development now to support our current, like, setup of institutions. Which isn't a huge shocker. I have actually a lot of institutions. Alright. But we'll see. God, you guys are the only ones we're going to point at this point. Yeah, they are now up to 38%. They are completely out of control. Here's the real question. What can I use them for? I could use them to just kind of walk down a census suffrage, which I think would be good. Radicals from political movements. Yeah, okay. It does reduce the labor consciousness target. Which, I don't know, that's climbing, and God, do we have a lot of angry people. Luckily, they're all too weak, I think, to actually start a revolt. I don't know what the threshold for them actually starting a revolt is, so we'll see. Threat of a general strike. Union Federation's not researched. Peasants population, minus 14. Yeah, that seems about right. Negative 3 per month, yeah. Okay. Anyway, like I said, the goal is really just to try and take control of Bengal. Because then we ensure that this part of the East India Company remains more or less permanently isolated. That may change if they can get Tibet. But at least for now, it'll be true. So we'll see. Alright. Yeah. I'm hoping that, like, over time our tax collection is kind of improving. The good news is we've almost reached Economic Affairs 3. Which, should be good. Ah, central banking. We now have the Indian rupee. Alright, thank God. We finally unlocked capital, everyone. So, we now have our central bank here. We start, I guess, on the silver standard, which I would prefer to not be on. We have access to gold mines, and I will start immediately subsidizing them. It's not a ton of gold. 8 and 2. Can I support? Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm debating if I have to go to bimetallism. Because how much is this really going to end up taking? For 5 levels... 5 it doesn't note how much it actually takes on a per level basis, it seems like. Or per level values, yeah. Alright. Well, let's perform a little bit of economy. Yeah. And then promote to gold. There we go. Alright. Because we do have access to gold, I have no reason to not be on the gold standard. Like I say, so we'll pay for the miners here to extract gold. All of our buildings now do need Indian rupees. It's going to be a little bit of a mess as we transition over to this system. On the plus side, we do now gain some minting, but our economy is going to suffer as a result. Until, I think 1 year on, the central bank will actually size to the correct level. The transition hurts, unfortunately. By all means. So, Social Democratic Party, the Reformist and Revolutionary Socialist, have united. Fair enough. Understandable. Have a nice day. Alright. But yeah, 24 million. We've lost nearly a third of our economy as we wait for the central bank to spool up. There we are. It's now level 20, which is what it actually needs to be at. And hopefully it will eventually get there. God, I hope so. Does this actually tell me how much it consumes now? No. It seems to consume an even amount of gold and paper, though, so... 0.27 per level. That should be fine, then. Armed neutrality. I could do flexible foreign policy. I really don't want to, though. Alright. Okay, and we no longer have a shortage. There. Yeah, the economy is healing already. Good. And now we actually have minting. Ah, the paternal conservatives. The people will eat. Alright. So yeah, the conservatives have become paternal conservatives instead, so they'll actually support some sort of like social reforms aimed at making sure people don't completely starve. Ah, yes. And it looks like the anarchists are ready to fight. They're just barely there. Luckily, I think it should be going down. No. I love the plus 20% from anarchists are always radical. Our standard of living is also just too low. Yeah, our standard of living just fell off a cliff when we started introducing standardized money into the economy. My God. The good news is we're getting there, you know? We have enough money for our buildings. And yeah, the economy's already recovered. Standard of living looks like it's also starting to recover, which might fizzle the anarchist revolt before it can even take off, yeah. Alright, we've successfully made the switch over, thank goodness. I was worried for a little bit we might not. It's one of those things where, like, if the farther ahead you are of 5 million, the harder and more painful to switch over to a modern finance system becomes because of the sort of lag in how things work. which is always annoying. Trying to find places where I can, like, feasibly build construction sectors is difficult. Well, I got a little bit here in the Punjab, so let's get there. Because now I need to start expanding the construction sector to make use of our large investment pool. Alright, so the Indian rupee is doing okay. We have basically a tiny bit of inflation, as expected. It will take some time for our central bank to collect enough money, and gold in particular, to actually improve the value of the rupee. For now, that gives us a large trade advantage on exports, though, so that's fine. I like Indian opium ruined in the get player. Alright. Assamese Provisional Republic. Alright. Yeah, standard of living's starting to climb a bit again. So if you're busy... Oh no, I should just be able to attack you. Oh, I'm involved in this play. Of course, to play neutrality. Yeah, then nobody's gonna get involved if I march in and take over this bit of Bengal. How nice. Okay, France has also finally lost interest in this region, so I'm actually gonna go for this first. So that way, at least I can say my entire state is contiguous, and I'm not relying on the fact that technically all of a state always touches all of a state. You know? It doesn't feel good when it's like that. Eh. Okay. From wealth voting, active law. If I go down to census suffrage, that will probably calm most of the people. Alright. Ah, the anarchists have actually managed to appear now. Congratulations. They are extremists. No shock there. Alright. God, our political rigidity is barely holding. I have no choice. But the problem is, I need police, but that will force... We're gonna have to fight the anarchists. That's just life. Success is 100. Plus 80% from national police, yeah. No, we need to bring down the anarchist cause. During this moment of crisis. Sure. The old guard interests are of minimal concern to me at this point. They're mostly dying and giving way to the ideologies. Alright. Yeah. We need to go in and restore order to Bengal. I think that's obvious at this point. Assamese communists. But yeah, everyone's pretty much on board with getting a national police force. And since I actually have a central bank and some minting, and this should actually continue to increase in size and give me more minting, we'll do pretty well. And with any luck, our currency is getting stronger. I hope. Looks like it, I think. No, I can't tell. Anyway. Bengal's effectively bankrupt failed state, so it's not really going to be able to resist us. Unfortunately, in the chaos here, a lot of these places are just going to be failed states. It is something that can exist in the economics and finance mod. There are just sometimes failed states. All right. Recently liberated. Yep. But yeah, let's maybe just quash the anarchists. Right here and now. Before they become a larger issue. Damn. Alright. Well, they don't have the strength of conviction. I think I'm just going to start reprisals again. And we're just going to try and force them to try and fail to kill the Maharaja. Which should hopefully help. 9 weeks until we have modern sewage, which is great. That's going to be plus 20 infrastructure in pretty much all of our provinces. Alright, we got general staff. Which means, on paper, we are now incredibly strong. Hello, Senpai. Do you notice me? My god, do you never. Domineering. You're cautious. Protective. Eh. Alright. Being from Khalsa Raj, Consolidated expedition of 20,000 something to Portugal. I have no idea what the fuck the bank is doing because I can't mouse over for a lot of these things. Buys. I think our central bank is buying other countries' debts, which is hilarious and excellent. I hope Portugal does not go bankrupt. Oh, lovely. Just what I fucking needed as well. Jack the fucking Ripper. Really? Right now of all times that you could do it? Has to be right the fuck now. That's actually not going to be any easier. Infrastructure, too much used already. Way too much in use already. Alright. Everywhere has too much use of infrastructure at this point. Get 5 more up there. It's probably my best bet. Yeah, like I said, let's settle for the deal. I do like progress, but improve relations with Britain is hard. Research their methodology. Economic instability. Yep. Alright, modern sewage. Alright. All the world over, the economy gets a little bit better. Alright. That should hopefully improve things like our standard of living. Although, the real win now for our economy is going to be railways. Like I said, we had to make a little bit of a flee, but we got back here. We now do also have the Economic and Central Bank Governance Institution. But I probably won't be doing too much with it. God, we'd never reached the final tier. It's 37 bureaucracy. Understandable, have a nice day. Alright. Yep. The Sikh People's Assembly. Get rid of the Royalists and the National Liberals. That's a good one. Oh god, the Paternal Conservatives are climbing rapidly. Alright. Bureaucratic interest wants to join the Conservative Party. Business interest wants to join the Conservative Party. Done. Okay, there we are. Alright. Reshuffle that. Crisis. The state is the people. And the death must be avenged. We're holding steady. Our introduction of this new institution will hopefully help our political rigidity. Oh god, 11. Ongoing revolution. Brewing revolution. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Russia is no longer guaranteeing our independence, and France is invading the Qing. To conquer Formosa. Fair enough. Alright. So we're gonna finally get there. We're almost there. Yay, economic affairs to 3. So yeah, that's going to be a huge bump for our capitalist investment pool contribution efficiency. For burnt new victims. Great. More radicals. At a time when I already have more radicals. Yeah. 50% of the populations are fucking radicals. From being conquered by a foreign country. Jesus Christ. $1,800. I'll say, yeah, crash everything here. There's no survivors. Alright. Persistent supply requisitions expert. That'll be fine for now. But yeah, we should just be able to handle this without any issues. Persia's conquered Afghanistan. Not particularly shocking. Humiliate Nova Scotia. Humiliate Newfoundland. Lol. Alright. Yeah, they're Anglo-Canadian as well, so... Okay. But yeah, we've secured our perimeter. For now. That basically means that this entire region is ours for the taking, because the EIC can't really get there. It may take time and a sizable quantity of infamy, however. I will give them that. Alright. Good. We appear to have lost a sizable chunk of currency value, which is concerning. Yeah. Or was it lower than this? No. The currency seems like it is strengthening. But I thought it was like 0.37 before, but this was also worse. Yeah, the money value of 1 year has dropped, so keep an eye on it. I may have to take some deflationary measures. We'll see. Hopefully not. Alright, so dealing with that revolt, by any chance, is that... Yes, alright, that's helped our political rigidity a little bit. Okay. There's a copper shortage. Well, build a bloody copper mine, then. Let's go. Yeah, 7 months until it's incorporated. Good. So yeah, what's going on with this, then? Our trade balance is solid. Foreign gold collateral. Central bank gold standard reserves are increasing. Yep. 10,000 a month. Good. Like, we should be okay. It might just be that the money supply is increasing faster than expected. And we have the Agrarian Party. I was going to say, yep, that means we have the Agrarian Populists usually. Alright, that is the death knell of the revolts. Alright. Reorganize your parties, please. Thank you. Alright. So, not bad. Alright, it looks like the National Liberals have gone to join the Liberal Party. That gives a lot of power to the paternal Conservatives. They will strongly endorse economic liberalization, although I don't. Part of that meaning because, holy shit, I need to figure out what I can do to reduce the amount of spending on paper. Like, first question, obvious question, is how expensive is paper? Plus 61%. Okay. Bad news. Do I even have anywhere I can develop a paper mill right now? Like, just keep developing paper mills, I guess, because we're going to need them. Yeah, we're trying to get the investment pool to be expended. The rise of agrarian populism. No, they are a threat. Alright, so it looks like the radicalism problem has calmed down for the most part. Alright. So, if completed, yeah. We'll lose turn a blind eye to radicalism as well. God. Alright, yeah, there's a lot of angry people who are just ready to fight. Sure. Like, Britain absolutely hates us. Minus 70. There we are. Yeah. Our infamy level is not helping our case. I need to relax on that for a bit. Come back on the conquests. Let that recover. And then I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing with this bureaucracy stuff. Because I need another decent chunk in order to begin incorporating here. There we are, crisis state completed. Alright. Like I say, soon we'll have the atmospheric engine. 14 more months until then. Oh, good in chemistry. And modern astronomy should hopefully follow suit. Or maybe, I don't know, mechanized workshops or... God, I need tech, man. I need so much tech. I could scale back on again with you guys. It's tough to keep our political rigidity up right now, unfortunately. Actually, I mean, we have gotten the radical problem down, so that's good. The strength of conviction. Alright. I'm pretty confident that following this bombing, they will bomb the Maharaja, and that'll close the propaganda of the deed. Alternatively, so you're alright. There's no anarchist agitator I could invite, because I actually would not mind him dying, and let our enlightened royalist onto the throne. You know. I don't know. Let me double check what enlightened royalists actually like. Yeah, basically. They like compulsory primary school and culture reform. Culture reform just isn't going to happen. Interventionist. Traditional culture, yeah. Alright, I can do promote state religion. I can also maybe try and make another play for enacting state religion. Minus 18. That's not what I like to hear. Ooh, 43 success. Oh, everyone is on board. Holy shit. From movements, nice. That's great, I'd actually love state religion. Alright. The next target. Yeah, just go with him. $13,000 for the year hurts, but we can live with it. Yeah, our currency's having trouble maintaining value right now, which is weird. I think it might just be because my economy is growing too fast and thus the money supply is increasing too much. Also, I guess, hang on, what am I actually targeting my currency value at? Yeah, okay, so the central bank is actually allowing the currency to devalue aggressively. I need to, yeah, you know what? Set that as the gold standard parity, please. There, central bank should now try and improve our currency value. It is aiming, yeah. Our coverage ratio isn't high enough, so buy gold, central bank. No. Death must be avenged. So yeah. The naval censorship over free speech, socialist parties banned and party laws, illegal unions and labor unions. Oh boy. Okay, that might be a little much. That might be a little much. We have enough political rigidity, I can give up 20. And we're okay. Alright. Let's see. Well, the Sikh priesthood's always going to want this one, right? So, yeah. But yeah, we can climb up a fair bit. Brewing revolution helps improve our political rigidity. You guys are still very pissed about the whole national police issue. But yeah, the anarchists are basically always going to be a threat for a while until I can improve my standard of living worth a damn. Which, given we're in India, is going to take a while. The threat and lure of socialism and anarchism will always be there. Alright. Try and get some more paper mills going. And we also need to try and get some bureaucracy going. Okay, the atmospheric engine. Do I have, like, coal anywhere? Like, I've got to have some coal. Okay, good. Good. I could get some natural gas, but I don't think I actually use it. So we're fine. Alright. Yeah, Britain bowed out, it looks like. Oof. EIC is in a state of collapse right now, which is pretty brutal for them. Yeah, war in this mod, by the way, is hell. War in this mod is an absolute shit show. War, you must be real careful when fighting a war. Okay, threat of a general strike. The resting point is only 3.5. We're okay. Although it will increase by 25 points once we have union federations. Which inevitably will just kind of spread to us by force. Whether I want it or not. Come on, dialectics. No? Or the troops stand down. We gotta try and win as many loyalists as we can. Luckily, the radicals do seem to be falling. Alright. Yep, blasphemy laws. Alright, we just need one more success. And then I can go to vote. Yeah, we've managed to get a decent bit of economic development. Like, you can actually see where we unlocked capital. Although, to be fair, I think that was actually more when I unlocked the extra 20 infrastructure in all my provinces. Yeah, railroads are going. Alright, and state religion's on the voting block now, thank goodness. Alright. That will help us promote our religion everywhere, which I do want to do. It's a majority in our capital region now, that's good. Alright. Not bad. Our bureaucracy is still falling, though. There's some... Yeah. No, I need to... I keep thinking, ooh, I can take advantage of things, but now I need to relax. We need to relax aggressively. Our regional administration decreased to 4. Well, that's not good. Alright, regional administration guy died, I assume. Do we have an expert yet? We do! I love to see it. Although, apparently that doesn't let us get to 6. Yeah. It's fine. I mean, you're better than nothing, so go for it. Allowing us to theoretically... Ooh. Yeah, as expected. Just some crushing of revolts that has to go on. We will, the Anarchists will calm eventually. Ah yes, the Qing People's Assembly. Well, 53-41. Marathi people from Hyderabad. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah. The people flee the British sphere for us, and we're not even in that great of a shape. Let's get a little momentum for the Social Democrats. Yeah, I don't expect them to be capable of much. So, for potentially quite a long time. But we'll see. That said, I think this is probably a good place to call it. The anarchist revolts have started. The Qing are looking a little cooked over there. We'll see. We'll see. They may be in more trouble than you realize. And oh, good, our currency is actually increasing in value. Thank goodness. All right. Our economy is a little wobbly, but it's getting there, you know. A red scow. By all means. Vulture's bonnet carcass. Sure. Alright. Thank you everyone for watching. I've been your Kelvin, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.